Can anyone tell me what this is a picture of? That's right. It's Steve Jobs tripping on acid. Anyway, at this point in the semester, I thought you could use a good joke. Anyway, yeah, some of you have already seen it before. I just want to give you some hints on the final project. And these are the most typical mistakes that I see people who have done this kind of project before. And that's it. When you look at the final, first of all, figure out what's the situation. What's going on with this company right now? What is it that that they need help with? And think about who are their customers, because ultimately that's what it's all about. And then your proposal is about offering a strategy, and here's how you're going to go about it and fix it. But what it comes down to is, what is your objective? What is it that you're going to help this company with? And so when you sit down and look at it, you have to look at the entire universe of the 4 Ps. The thing about the 4 Ps is a lot of times people just start diving into the details. And what you want to remember is, what is the crux of the 4 Ps? What is it actually talking about? Distribution is fundamentally about, how am I going to touch the customer? Do they have the right channels? Do they have the right means of how they go about and touch their customers? Price, it's either about value or it's about perception. Product, are you going to introduce new ones? Are you going to extend old ones? Or are you going to pivot, go into new markets? Promotion, it's about what values are you going to promote, and the brand. And what it comes down to is they all have to play together. When you write about price, it also affects your distribution, your promotion, and your product. If I have a luxury product, am I going to be selling it in Walmart? No, I'm going to be very picky about my resellers and all. If I have a commodity product, something that I'm pricing at $9.95 and I want everybody to touch, then I'm going to go after the Walmarts or the lower end, even the dollar stores. Finally, for those of you who have lots of team members and have extended reach in terms of the scope of the final product, if you're doing digital, it's all about 3 components. It's about the web, social, and mobile. That's what you need to touch on. If you're going to talk about innovation, what processes are they employing? Do they have innovative products? And what are they doing different about marketing? For example, in Walmart, they did the hub and spoke approach to distribution, which really lowered their costs. The thing about, in terms of the mechanics of this final project, first and foremost, your team needs to figure out what is the crux of the problem. For example, BlackBerry. And no, I'm not giving them a huge edge by saying this just because I think everyone has figured this out. And the thing about BlackBerry is they're a faded brand. The question is should they pivot to somewhere else to reinvigorate the brand? Or do they try to recover the brand that they currently have? What is a paragraph? A paragraph should not extend more than 10 lines. A lot of you do not know how to write a paragraph, but a piece of writing should be a bunch of individual ideas. And those individual ideas, each one is embodied in a paragraph. I've seen people write paragraphs that have been 1 page long. Oh my God. The thing is, I tend to be a skim reader. I can read through papers relatively quickly. But when you look at something like that, especially when a single space, it just becomes very, very difficult to read. And guess what? I lose interest. If I lose interest, that's not a good thing. For those of you who don't know how to construct a paper, for the life of me, I don't know what you learn in your beginning writing courses, but it's pretty simple. First, an introduction. This is what we're going to go on and do and talk about. And the thing is, you bring up supporting points. Supporting point 1, supporting point 2, supporting point 3. Typically, you're going to talk about 3 to 5 points. The thing is, when you bring up 1, 2, and 3, guess what? The first paragraph is point 1, the second paragraph is point 2. It should correlate, and then you should bring it all together in a conclusion. That's the way I expect these sections to read. that can distinctively figure out what goes on. The thing is, you might have sections where you're not going to change anything. Like you can say, for example, last semester one group said to me, we're not going to change the price. And the reason why we can't change the price is because of the competitors' price points. There's essentially, and it was a mature product. And so if you've been selling like toilet paper for 75 cents a roll, all of a sudden we're going to start charging $7.50 a roll. Well, you better have a pretty damn good argument why you can do that. But the big thing is all the sections of your paper should flow together. They should be related. And that's the other thing, and I roasted some groups on that. Like quite clearly everybody just kind of did their own thing and they just threw the sections together at the last minute. And that doesn't make for a particularly good paper. So those are my tips to you. Good luck with your final paper, and if you have any questions, please let me know.